Let's look now at inking and math inside of OneNote. So I already have a OneNote page open and I'm on the draw ribbon. And now I'm going to choose an ink color and simply write a math equation. And if you have an inking tool, you can write directly on your screen if you want to. I'm just using the mouse. Then I select the math tool and it's going to say write your equation or type it and then select it. So I'm going to use the select tool, make sure I highlight the entire thing and let go, and then tap the math tool again. So it allows me to fix it if I need to. So if one of these numbers did not read the way that the computer thought that I was intending it for it, so I could always fix it. You click on the fix it button and it gives you some choices there. And then I can click on ink to math and it'll actually turn it into this text if I wanted to. You can also do other actions. Oh, actually, let's do that. Let's ink it. There we go. Now I can choose my other actions. Oh, I can solve for it. I can solve in a graph. Graph both sides or graph in 2D. So I'm going to click on solve and look at that. There's the answer. So I've already clicked on that, so I've created a sample problem, sample answer, and now let's go ahead and show the steps. And so now for this actual problem, it generated directions on how to solve it. So now I have a good example for all of these. Remember, you also have the Immersive Reader in here, and remember that when you click on it, it's going to bring up the Immersive Reader inside of your OneNote. So now the Immersive Reader comes up here, and notice it has all the steps for the problem. I can go through the tips. Remember, I can adjust spacing and things like that. Immersive Reader is nice because, of course, you can look at the different labels, show self-efficacy. You can even narrow it down to a certain part of the text, and also translate words and the entire text into all sorts of different languages too. So it will read it in that language too. And so now just hit play and it's actually reading through at the pace to solve the problem and all the steps and everything that was on my OneNote. Now to get out of it, I just go back. You can generate a math quiz. So bringing up the math tool again, and you have all the things we did before, generate a practice quiz. And so it's going to ask me to sign in and it will add a practice math quiz to this page, but also it'll be inside forms. So let's go ahead and sign in. So once you have signed in, it generates a math quiz, and you can by default 3, but if I want to do like a 10 question one, then it generates a quiz based on the questions that were asked. And so, or excuse me, the example that was given. So there's the first one, simple equation, solving. And so it created this right inside of this OneNote page, and this also created it inside of forms. So I'm going to go up here to forms, and you can see if I refresh this page, it will have created that practice math quiz right here. And now I can see the same questions, and look, it already has answers for me too. So I've basically generated from my one sample a quiz for others to be able to do, and so then I could send it out using lots of different ways. So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you inside of the math tools, and just so you know how it can be used and the ways that it can be used. The other thing was the graphing part, so let's slide this down. Let's see if we can pull that up. So again, select the tool again, math, and then your actions. I can hit graph in 2D and there it is, and I can insert it on the page, and now it puts it at its own box there. And just like that, you have yourself a math example with graphs and ways to solve and actual problems for you. All right, so that's math tools. Have fun with it.